What's up, everybody?
Hello.
And welcome to, I guess, a new segment we're going to try out.
That's right.
It's called For the Booze Reviews.
For the Booze Reviews.
And what better time to start this than like right before Halloween? Because
I know.
everybody's going to be going out. You know, they're going to be looking for places to go investigate. And they're going to buy all the witchy little things and all that. And we want to see what people have to say about a lot of this stuff, especially like locations. Yes, it's cold here and
Don't
everything.
Mind him. He just keeps smacking his microphone because he got shocked.
If anybody remembers from last year, though, you probably hear different. Like, remember when you shocked your face on the microphone?
Right on my chin. It hurts so bad.
But we just thought, you know, this would be a good way if you're looking at going to some of these places or, you know, looking at buying some of these things, we can see what other people think about them.
Yeah.
And I honestly think some of it's probably going to be pretty funny.
I do too.
Because
I love regular people's reviews.
Oh yeah.
They're so good.
I love leaving Google reviews personally.
He leaves the best Google reviews. He left one at my job.
Yeah.
And my boss was like, she came over the radio and she goes, "Did you guys know that our fries were handpicked by the gods?" And I knew it was his review. And I went over the radio and I was like, "You don't say."
I like being creative with my Google reviews. And fortunately, so do a lot of other people.
Yeah.
And we picked some popular locations.
Yes.
You know, we're going to see how many we can get to. And a very special item that I decided on handpicked just for you.
Yay.
But as the show goes on, I mean, there are websites who sell supposedly haunted dolls and stuff. So we're going to come across a lot of cool stuff.
So we are trekking across the internet to find
That's right.
reviews.
And before anybody points it out, I know there's a show where I got this from. It's called Your Stupid Opinion. Shout out James and Jimmy. Like, I love that show.
I know you do.
It is one of my favorite shows. And I
love their other show.
I like their two other shows. But anyways, it's crime and sports and small town murder. But I totally got this idea from them and thought, dang, what if we did a paranormal spinoff of that?
Yes.
And
I love it.
That's where I got the idea to do this. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to reviews on paranormal and paranormal adjacent things as well. Like, like Halloween haunted houses and stuff like that.
Just anything. And if you guys have ideas that you want to hear reviews read from,
we'll just see where it takes us.
Do it. Yeah.
We'll just see where it takes us.
Each picked a location and then Stephen picked an item.
That's right.
Yeah.
So let's get into this. And before we get started, I wasn't the only one who got new glasses.
Me.
Because, and listen, if you're listening or watching or whatever you're doing, this will actually come out after the fact. But it's Megan's birthday on Sunday, so make sure you say happy birthday.
Yes, it is.
That's right. You are the youngest 47-year-old I've ever seen.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Anyways,
Rude.
The first place we're going to travel to, we're going to go down to good old backwoods Kentucky. Now, we actually visited this area a few years ago, and we wanted to go by here, but we never got the opportunity.
I know.
This may be one of the most well-known haunted locations in the world.
And it's my favorite.
It's
my number one.
It's probably mine, too.
Yeah.
Which is sad because we don't see a lot about it anymore, but
I know.
Probably for the best, though, because it was getting way overdone.
So
it was getting way overdone.
It was a lot.
But we're going to talk about Waverly.
Yes.
Man,
Waverly Hills Sanitorium.
We have yet to hit a year on this show where we have not talked about Waverly.
I know. It's crazy. This place always comes up. Always.
Anyways, our first review, we're going to go through some good reviews, and then we're going to check out some bad reviews.
Yay. I'm excited.
So this one comes 5 days ago. I'm not sure I should say the people's name. I mean, it is on Google. We'll just go first name. This is from Alexander.
Okay.
It says, in my opinion, visiting Waverly Hills Sanatorium during Halloween is an extraordinary experience, blending its rich, haunting history with the thrill of the season. The eerie atmosphere, heightened by the dark halls and chilling stories of the sanatorium's past, makes it feel like you're stepping into another world. Unlike typical haunted attractions, Waverly Hills offers a unique, genuine sense of connection to the spirits of those who once lived and worked there, creating a perfect mix of historical reflection and spine-tingling fear that lingers long after you leave. I'm definitely coming back.
Wow. That's just a glowing review.
I mean, they've got some videos and
spot on too. Like during the season is like peak, you know?
You know, as glowing as that review is, it really seems like they went there for the actual haunted house, like the not paranormal haunted house,
but the haunted house aspect.
Yeah, because I'll post pictures, you know, from the video so you guys can see what we're talking about. But it's like, so I guess that's the Halloween haunted house version. But
that's so cool.
A glowing review.
Jealous.
Waverly, of course, comments and they say, "Thank you for coming, Alexander. Thank you for taking the time to leave an awesome, well-written review." Right back at you.
Oh,
cool. Waverly gives him 5 stars.
Cool. I love
but
that.
I'm gonna let you know beforehand. There are going to be some reviews that Waverly will probably not leave them 5 stars in return.
Oh, I'm sure, and I hope they respond. Those are my favorite when they get the responses back from the places they're leaving the reviews from.
They do. They do. Because
I love this.
I didn't read a bunch of them, but I did read the first one that popped up, and they did comment.
Yes.
Now, this one comes from Taylor. This was about 3 months ago.
Okay.
The other one was 5 days ago. We went for the paranormal tour at night as well as the historical tour during the day. I've always loved the history of this place, so visiting was a wonderful experience. All of the tour guides are very welcoming and knowledgeable on the location. I love their passion for sharing the history and paranormal side of the location. I would definitely recommend both tours if you're interested in hearing both sides of Waverly's history and stories. That was my fault, not theirs. The daytime tour is great to take in all the small details of the location, while the nighttime tour is almost thrilling to be in such an old historic location when it's so dark. Highly recommend. You'll definitely want to get your tickets beforehand for the smoothest experience getting in for your tour and arrive a little early to check in. Smoothest. Okay.
So smooth.
It seems they were there for the actual paranormal
yeah, they went day and night.
Investigation.
Lucky.
Yeah, so
spent all friggin' day there.
I mean, another glowing review. I would imagine that when it comes to Waverly, there's going to be more glowing reviews than not.
Oh, yeah.
But again,
it's Waverly. Come on.
there are the ones that are not.
Oh, I'm sure. And I am ready. I am so ready for them.
Well, because it's just always fun.
Yes.
The owner of Waverly says, "Thank you so much for coming, Taylor, and for taking the time to leave Waverly your awesome 5-star review. We hope you visit us again and right back at you. 5 stars.
Hey,
I like that Waverly comes in and gives them 5 stars back.
Yeah, 100%.
It's very nice. Owners of Waverly. What do you say we do one more good review, and then we'll pop over to the bad reviews?
I'm down. Let's do it.
This is from, we'll use their name, Big King.
Oh.
This is about
Big King.
This is about a month ago. My girlfriend and I went on the 2-hour paranormal tour last night and had a blast. Our guide was Jason or Justin. Couldn't hear what he said exactly his name was, but he was awesome and very knowledgeable about the hospital. Flashlights and flash photos are not allowed on this tour, but he still let us snap a couple of flash photos of extremely hot spots, and I swear in one picture, you can see a shadow figure of a small child, and my girlfriend swears something touched the back of her neck. We'll be going back in spring of next year for the all-night 6-hour investigation. As a bonus, we get to see Tina, the owner, and say hello as we left the gift shop. Super cool bucket list thing to do. Highly recommend a trip to Waverly Hills. P.S. When you pull up to Gate A past the golf clubhouse, the gate may be locked. Just wait, and they will open it at 7:30 p.m. and check you in. Happy ghost hunting. And, of course, Waverly.
Yay!
Left a review for them. Thank you so much, Big King. So, like, it was all caps.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for taking the time to leave us this awesome review. It means a lot to us all here at Waverly Hills, knowing all of our guests have the best time and the best experiences. We look forward to you visiting us in the future. Sincerely, Tina. Right back at you. 5 stars.
Super cool.
I was starting to think maybe it was like an auto-generated response, but
nope.
They seem to vary a little bit.
Yeah. Just like a little every time. Like the first 2 were almost identical, but they weren't.
Yeah. So unfortunately, there are some not great reviews.
Like They can't be less than like 2 stars, right?
Yeah, sure. So this 1-star review comes from 3 months ago from a person named Jody. And all right, I'm gonna break it up because it was updated.
Okay.
Okay, so the original, I believe, is we drove about 8 hours to finally see Waverly. The building is a piece of history, but the tour was very unappealing. As most have stated, they are rather large groups, and it takes away from the experience as a whole. But it's a group investigation. You knew that before going in.
Absolutely. We did a group thing, and it sucked.
Yeah, parts of it.
Like having the group and like specific people in
But
the group.
what is this? I'm upset that I paid for a group investigation, and I'm upset because of the group was there. That's like being upset that you ordered a Big Mac and got a Big Mac.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense.
I ordered the Big Mac, and I didn't want the Big Mac sauce.
It's so ridiculous when people do this. Like
Comes with it.
You know what you signed up for.
Right.
It was as if they were herding us like cattle quickly through everything, not allowing a real experience. Then sign up for the personal where you and your group alone go there and pay the money to do it. You're not going to pay group rates and be allowed to go off on your own.
Yep.
Now, the guides themselves were probably the worst of it. They would not stop talking and did not allow for any real investigations. They also did not do well with crowd control to the point of us and several in the group not enjoying our time. A story here or there, and history is part of the tour. But please stop making up a friend of a friend and this guy that worked to your stories. A truly paranormal experience is about environment and feeling. Let us just experience it, then pay for it.
Yep.
And wow, you are the greatest paranormal investigator. They really have a high opinion of themselves,
So
clearly.
they booked the cheaper group tour, but wanted a singular investigation.
Yeah, they wanted to be able to go off on their own.
Not the same.
No, because you can pay, I'm sure it's a much larger fee
100%.
to have you and your group have the place out for the night or a couple
Right.
hours or however it works. And then I believe they do group investigations. We learned that from a friend, an old friend,
Yeah.
who said that they went on a group thing, and that's what it was. It was a group thing, but you can do like just your group, and it costs more money. Now, these grounds were not accessible before the tour, and I have to say that is a huge disadvantage for those that would like a full-on experience, and especially since tours at night do not allow great views of the exterior. Then again,
pay for it.
Pay for it. People are so entitled. I do these as a very involved hobby. I do shorter tours first, then come back for overnights if I find it worth it. Well, then why are you complaining? This is you contradicting yourself right here.
100%. Like, what are we doing?
So now you're saying you knew what you were going in for, but are upset that that's what you got? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, my God.
This, unfortunately, was not one of those locations, and I left rather disappointed. I would recommend Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum in St. Albans Sanatorium instead. I want this to be a one-off, but from other reviews, I don't have much hope. I would return to give it another try simply because it is the Waverly Hills. But that would be a ways in the future, so they have time to really get these tours put together. They've been doing these tours a while.
For a really long time.
And they're upset. Their wait time, 10 to 30 minutes.
Oh, no.
I've waited longer than that to get food.
I literally sat in the In-N-Out drive-thru after a date night at like 10 o'clock at night. We came back, relieved the babysitter. The one time we've had a date night in the almost year and a half we have lived here.
Yeah, it's the only
Just
time.
saying.
Yeah.
But we came back, relieved the babysitter. I left to go get food. I literally sat in line for like 25, 30 minutes just waiting on food.
So, I mean, it seems like Jody really got what she paid for. I just don't see the issue.
No.
Now, there is an update, and it says updated review to 1 star because of the highly unprofessional. Oh, I think it might have had a higher star rating before.
Did the response maybe upset them?
Yes, but we're going to get into what she says, and then we'll see what the response was, and we'll gauge whether or not it garners a 1 star.
Warranted a 1 star, yeah.
The owner needs an ego check. If your staff is providing 1 and 2 star experiences, the solution isn't to attack the people that pay you for the experience. We won't be back based on the in-person and online interactions not recommended. I don't know. I've seen a response as everybody else, and they've been pretty nice.
Yeah.
Now, this is a bit of a longer
response.
Waverly says, hello, Jody. We are saddened that you did not enjoy your guided tour and that the tour guides continued to talk and continued to give you all the historical information. In all fairness to the tour guides, they were doing their job, giving a guided tour with as much information as they can give in approximately a 2-hour guided tour. Now, there's a lot to tell in such a short time. This was a guided tour, not an investigation. That says it all right there.
Oh, yeah.
If you wanted to experience the building in such a way without any history or other information, we do offer public and private investigations. We thank you for coming and helping us save a beautiful, important piece of history. We give you 5 stars anyway. Have a great day.
That wasn't even rude at all whatsoever.
Jody needs to pull the stick out of her butt.
She said that, the exact same things we were saying, but more nicely.
Jody,
what? Goodbye, Jody. You're canceled.
I don't like Jody.
Ew, Jody sucks.
And you know what, Tina? Good on you for being professional.
100%.
Good
job, girl.
I give you 5 stars. Now,
All the stars.
Johnny, about 3 months ago, has this to say. I keep hitting my face.
Nice.
The, quote, tour guides have no idea what they're doing. Random fake stories they heard from others, no experience or actual interactions with the building or its history, was told not to take pics, non-stop talking, not letting questions be asked or explore areas. Our guide loved to hear herself talk as she wheezed and gasped, trying to catch her breath from a few stairs and normal walking. What a dick.
Wow, bro. Wow, really?
Wow, man.
Wow.
Could have been enjoyable, but the huge group of teens yelling and acting dumb ruined it till they were finally told to become a different group of their own. We went through that when we went to St. Augustine.
Yep.
And it just happens because you're in a group.
It's a group guided tour.
It seems to me that everybody buys in for the guided tour and then gets upset that it's not a private investigation.
Yeah.
There's a pretty big price discrepancy between the two. So if that's what you're looking for, then that's what you need to pay for. It's not their job to give you upgrades because I guess you're Johnny. Oh my goodness, you're Johnny or Jody. Oh my God, they're here.
You have a J name? Oh no.
So
let's roll out the red carpet.
I'm just saying, like, pay the price. Just pay the price. I don't understand what the problem is. These are non-issues. Ongoing babble talking about other people's stories. I guess that's what the teens were doing. If I could go back in time and pick a different location to explore, I would. Wasn't the worst, but for the price, it's far from worth it currently. As someone who's been to more locations than I can remember at this point, this is not one I'll recommend. Hopefully it changes and becomes enjoyable with new and knowledgeable staff. So what's the problem? Are they knowledgeable? Are they too knowledgeable? Do they not have enough knowledge? Are you mad if they talk or they don't talk? How much is the appropriate amount of talking? Like, what do you want these people to do? I'm sorry, was she older, maybe a little overweight? Who cares? She knows what she's talking about, and it's not fair to pick on her. What if she has knee problems, back problems, breathing problems, asthma problems? How dare you be somebody who would come on here and just pick on somebody for something like that?
All those things. And Johnny doesn't even know what he's mad about. He has no idea. He has no idea.
I don't think he does. And it's a group thing. So you're going to get unfortunately, you're going to get stuck in groups with, children and teenagers and stuff.
It's going to happen.
It just happens. There's no way around it.
Does it suck? Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
but guess what?
That's what you pay for.
It's a group guided tour.
Now, the owner, of course, says, hello, Johnny. We are saddened you seem to have not enjoyed your guided tour. Let me reread that for you because I want to put the emphasis where she puts the emphasis.
Okay.
Hello, Johnny. We are saddened you seem to have not enjoyed your guided tour. This was not an investigation. We offer public and private investigations March through August of each calendar year. On the guided tours, we tell the history as we know it, what we have either received from former workers or patients and historical archives. As far as the paranormal, everyone has their own thoughts, beliefs, and experiences. Thank you for coming and helping us save a beautiful piece of history. 5 stars.
Yay, Tina!
Tina's winning the Google review section here. Big
Tina's
time.
the winner.
Of this for sure.
Yeah.
These people suck. Maybe doing this show was a bad idea. These people are terrible.
They're making you so mad.
My ear tips are red underneath these headphones.
Oh, man.
Man, let's do one more.
Okay.
Let's do one more, because if I do any more, I'm going to have to book the guided tour and start taking out people as they complain. This is from a month ago from Pamela. Addendum to this statement. If tickets had been sold out for weeks, how was my daughter able to purchase one at the venue? And regardless of requiring 2 weeks to change anything, no one answers the phone there. You wouldn't have lost money by honoring the ticket she had with the wrong date. It hadn't been used on a prior date. Wait, what?
What?
She's mad because her daughter tried to use a ticket on the wrong day? Is that what I read?
I don't even know.
It is. It says, you wouldn't have lost money by honoring the ticket she had with the wrong date. It hadn't been used on a prior date.
It's the wrong date.
Your response is very accusatory and exactly what I expected. Not really a review of the event, but since it's impossible to call and speak to an employee, I'm writing instead. My daughter, I'm going to read this like Karen. My daughter purchased 2 overnight tickets for her birthday. Unfortunately, somehow, each ticket was for a different date. One for August 9th, the other for tonight, August 16th. My daughter noticed this at the beginning of the week, figured she'd better get it sorted, and immediately began trying to contact Waverly, getting only a message that the extension wouldn't transfer. Friday night comes, still no answer, and she and her friend get to Waverly, and she's told she has to purchase another ticket in order to get the 2 of them in. So let me get this straight. If I buy a ticket for a sold-out concert, right? Or if I get a ticket for a concert, I don't know, in next January, but I want to use it for the sold-out show coming up next month, they're going to let me do that?
Absolutely.
Because it seems like that's what she wants.
Yeah.
I understand maybe they're busy, so they couldn't pick up the phone, but maybe it's your responsibility for buying 2 tickets with 2 different dates on them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. You know, maybe...
I don't think your blood pressure can take doing this, babe.
I don't know.
Entitlement.
Oh, man. There's just so many Karen cuts, and let me see your manager's going on here. She's told that the number will be working on Monday, but isn't given a contact name, just to speak to the owner. Now, as I'm looking at the website, I see that there are no refunds. Seriously, Waverly? Yeah, seriously. Now she's out $81 for an electronically issued ticket that surely scans only a single time like any other one for any other venue. But it's the wrong date, and if they've already booked a certain amount of people, why would they let you in? Again, you can't buy a ticket for a sold-out concert at a different date and just think they're going to let you in. It doesn't... These people suck, man.
I can't even.
Now, hoping that you'll do the right thing, actually answer the phone since you do provide a number and refund this kid's money. All right. Waverly does respond.
Yay.
Hello, Pamela. We only issue a specific amount of tickets for each event. Once they are all purchased, there are no more than that date online can be purchased. We require a 2-week notice to move to another date, so she didn't leave enough time either.
Right.
Unfortunately, there were no more dates to move to. This is the end of our season. All tickets have been sold out for a while now. The ticket in question was for a past event. We could have sold that ticket to someone else that would have come to the event date. If you purchase a ticket somewhere and do not use it for that date, you cannot use it on a future date, which is what I was saying. It is ridiculous. That goes for pretty much everywhere. So money should be lost here for someone else's unfortunate mistake. That's like thinking you don't deserve a speeding ticket just because you didn't realize you were speeding. In the past, we have had others purchase tickets on different dates because they couldn't get enough tickets for the same date, thinking we would overlook that and honor the wrong dated ticket. Not saying your daughter did that, but we cannot honor wrong or past dated tickets. We thank your daughter and her friend for coming. We hope they enjoyed their visit. Thank you. 5 stars.
Yay, 5 stars.
Oh, these people.
Again, entitlement.
These people, I don't even know what to say. I really don't. I really don't. So basically, everybody just they want to pay for a self-guided tour, but have a personal investigation.
Yes.
And if it's sold out, no problem. Just buy a ticket for another date and just pop over and see if they'll let you in.
Yes.
And if they don't, complain.
Exactly.
Right on. Still want to go to Waverly. Tina, keep doing what you're doing. Yeah.
Tina, 5 stars from us.
Yeah, you're definitely handling it right.
You're a hero, my friend.
Now, since I've had about as much as I can take from Waverly, we're gonna drive across country a little ways, and we're gonna go visit the Zach Bagan's Paranormal Museum. Is that what it's called? Let me read that actually. The Zach Bagan's The Haunted Zach Bagan's however you say his last name, The Haunted Museum. There's a lot of reviews. It has a 4.5 overall, and there are 9,000 reviews.
Oh my God. What?
I think Waverly didn't even have half of that.
Wow.
So a lot of people have been here. I would actually like to go here, and I don't even like him. But I just want to see it.
I want to go. It's not...
I don't believe there's hardly anything in there that's really haunted.
I don't either.
It's the modern day equivalent of the Warren Museum.
Yeah. Like, you go just to go, right?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be anything super special.
Yeah.
But
it's not going to be anything super special.
It's a thing. Everybody knows what it is. Go see it once and,
I'd love for Zach to be there.
So I don't know about that.
Tahia, I don't know how you pronounce this. This was about a month ago. Definitely a must-see and do while in Vegas. Hands down, the best part of our trip for me. My husband got us in the RIP tour, and it did not disappoint. Favorites were the basement, Peggy, Hell House, the Dybbuk Box Room, to name a few. The older fangirl, I was hoping to meet Zach, but maybe next time. I'd also like to say a huge thank you to the staff who were working the morning of 8/19 as my husband was leaving, he was having a hard time breathing due to the lung issues. They literally treated him like family. They took him out, got him a cool place to sit, and got him water to help keep him comfortable. You are all amazing. I've seen multiple things where people have breathing problems in there.
I have too.
I wonder if there's something going on in there. Guess what?
What?
Just as I would expect, no response.
Of course.
Zach can't be bothered.
Yeah, they're too good for that.
I bet if you were a blonde girl or something, you'd get a response from Zach.
Oh, of course.
Now, about a week ago, this one's newer.
Oh.
From Elisa. And she says 11 out of 10 would recommend. This was a bucket list place for me, and I am so happy to have finally made it there to experience. Everyone who works here is wonderful. They were animated in their presentations of facts about the objects and made learning about them fun. The whole tour was about 2.5 hours, which is great, even when you never want it to end. I will definitely be back in the future. And guess what?
No response. Yeah. How did I know?
That's pretty, it's what I would expect from Zach.
Yeah.
Or I guess you can't even really say Zach, can you? I mean,
from
from what we've seen videos of the guy who got the inside scoop from another guy who was working there. Zach's kind of always there, but he's not really always there.
Yeah.
And when he is, he's breathing over everybody's shoulder. Now, another 5-star review about a month ago from Andrew says, very cool experience. I love the historical artifacts that belong to actual serial killers, celebrities, and other cool stories. My only complaint is I felt rushed through. There were so many rooms, and I didn't have the time to read and see everything after the video was done. I would say take your time and look around, but the host would move you to the next place as soon as the video was over. No time to look. Other than that, it was very cool. No pictures allowed once inside. Not an issue, but then I could have looked back and read more of what I saw. I do recommend it.
Okay.
You can't take pictures in there?
Oh, that's stupid. Why?
Maybe because I don't want you to be haunted.
I mean, I get like flash photography because they say it like breaks things down over time and, whatever. But
guess what?
No response.
No response.
Ah, how did I know?
I was trying to find one that had one, but I can't. We'll do one more 5-star. This is 3 weeks ago from Adam. Last night, we had RIP tickets for Zach Bagan's Haunted Museum from Ghost Adventures, and then little ghost emoji.
Ghosts.
It was actually far better than we thought it would be. The tour was 2.5 hours, and they have so much stuff here. As RIPs, we get to venture into 33 different rooms to explore. A few things we saw, to name a few, were Peggy the Doll, Charles Manson's ashes, the Devil's Chair from The Exorcism, shown in Conjuring 3, the Dybbuk box, which inspired the Possession movie, and the staircase from the Demon House. There was so much stuff, though, and a few jump scares.
I'm sorry.
The chair from The Exorcism, who cares? It's from a movie.
Did you say Charles Manson's ashes?
Yeah. But hold on. I have some issues with some of these items. As I'm sure they could all be disputed whether or not they're really haunted. The chair from The Exorcism shown in The Conjuring 3, it's a movie prop. And the staircase from Demon House.
That was what I was going to say.
I hate to be this person, but if you saw it and you full and believe, but that thing was the biggest fake I have ever seen. So it's probably just stairs from like a single wide down in a Florida swamp.
Yeah. I mean, super cheap, right?
I don't know. I haven't.
Charles Manson's ashes.
Yeah.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, man. I think that's cool.
But why?
Why not?
I don't know.
Sadly, you couldn't take photos inside, so these are the only ones I taken. They did list some photos of like outside by the sign. Mm-hmm. Now, definitely a cool place to visit. The guides and staff are amazing, and being the whole plate and brings. No, I read that right. He means, but bring the whole place to life. He said it wrong. They're also very friendly and happy to answer any questions. Would definitely recommend visiting. Yeah, and it's just pictures of him with like the outside of the building and a T-shirt and his little
lanyard thing.
Yeah, that says R.I.P.
Yeah. I mean, cute little play for VIP.
I guess.
That's pretty cool.
I just saw the picture on the outside of the place, and it is cringy.
Oh, wait, what?
It's a picture of like Zach dressed up in like a 20s top hat, like he's Barnum and Bailey.
Shut up.
All right, now we're going to get into some not so good reviews.
Yeah.
Marta from 3 weeks ago, 1 star.
Ooh, scandalous.
Very, very disappointed. Me and my partner were in Las Vegas for the day, and as a massive Ghost Adventures fans from England, we knew we had to visit this museum when we were in town. We didn't buy tickets beforehand, but were told that we can sign up for the standby line, and we will get to enter if there was any new shows. I will say that we only waited about 50 minutes, so I have no complaints about that.
50 or 15?
50.
Okay.
I do, however, have a complaint about absolutely everything. Maybe also accept the facts that the staff were really lovely, so no fault to them. This is written so weird. Because then it picks up and it says, else where do I start? Okay, we'll just say, well, where do I start? Firstly, the general admission is $96 for 2 of us. Oh, man.
Shut up.
And you are told specifically that you cannot take any water or liquids inside. Secondly, from the get-go, it feels very, very gimmicky with Halloween music and Halloween decor outside.
I believe it.
It seems like that's Zach Bagan's
I believe
persona.
It. Yes.
Like Zach, he's like the inside of a Spirit Halloween. There's some cool stuff in there, but overall it's pretty cheesy.
It's like if the brand Affliction were a thing, it would be this museum.
Sounds like what I said the other day. Now, you are stood around for around about 2.5 hours. I'm not surprised people faint.
Ooh.
They also pump the building with fog machines and incense smells, which I'm going to guess is the cause of people's nausea. Oh. Also, you only have one place in the whole museum about 20 minutes in to have a drink of water, and that's it until the end of your tour. Every room is very different from the last, but I have to say that in pretty much every one room, they play cue video of... What is cue?
They play a cued video.
Oh, okay. They play cued video of Zach explaining the room, but if you're a fan of Ghost Adventures, you'll realize that most of the videos are just reruns from his quarantine show. So if you've watched that already, you will be bored. That was hot garbage.
Oh my God, that show was so bad.
That's where we realized this show is all fake.
Yep.
That was when we put it all together. We were like,
Yep.
we're not watching this anymore.
Yep.
Nothing happened the whole 2.5 hours. I came out of there hungry, thirsty, and in pain because of standing. And the fact that I have asthma and the fog machines will sit in your lungs, so don't be surprised if you feel like you can't breathe or you feel dizzy. It's not the spirits, but quote spirits. It's the ample amounts of fog being pumped into the air to give the place ambiance. Also, they ramp the AC up so much so if you walk into a room and feel that the air has changed because something is present, it's not. Some rooms have direct AC vents above you. This whole trip made me realize how all that Zach clearly cares about is the money and not wanting to make people believe that ghosts are real. It's obvious, as in pretty much every room he never fails to state how much money he spent on the proper artifact. I'd say go, but you would be better splashing the money at the casinos. You'll probably feel more than you would at the museum. Very disappointed as a lifelong Zach and Ghost Adventures fan. And guess what? No response.
Oh my God.
That's a really damning review.
Oh my God.
Man.
Wow. Okay. First of all,
That was a lot.
fainting, dizziness, lung issues.
That's what I was saying about the other one.
Stated.
That's like a thing. A lot of people faint there.
A lot of people faint. A lot of people feel ill. A lot of people feel. Why did I just say feel?
They feel, but
Phil?
but then the museum also always tries to say it's like spirit activity.
Of course.
And it's not. You're hot and you're there's fog machines and you're not allowed to have a drink and you can't sit down, and so it's no surprise.
Sorry, that'd be like nothing for me. I go all day without drinking.
I mean, I could do it too, but we're not old people. We don't have medical problems and stuff. So
I mean, I wouldn't want to, but
I'm kind of bummed out.
If I walk in,
any other responses?
If I walk in there and I smell
incense,
0.5 of a second worth of incense, instant splitting headache.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I can't.
It would be headache. Cannot. It would be headache central.
I can't do it.
And that's honestly probably another thing she's right, is that it's probably causing a lot of the nausea. It's not spirit stuff. It's like incense and all kinds of other stuff.
I cannot handle incense. Candles, okay. Some candle scents I can't
She loves them so much, she'll burn your house down with them. Anyways, so 3 months ago, Shannon, 1 star. They run a fog machine indoors with no ventilation and do not inform you before you go in. After a 2-hour tour, my lungs were inflamed, and a month later, I am being treated for asthma I never had before. It is why people feel dizzy, nauseous, and faint, glycol deposited in lungs from a fog machine. If I had known, I would have never gone in. There are some cool things and information, but because you are in a group, it is a quick view in each room. So it felt rushed when I actually wanted to read the info. Very pricey as well.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Ooh.
God dang.
She got asthma from that place.
Wow, these are way less entitled 1-star reviews.
No, these people have real gripes.
Yeah.
Real gripes. This isn't medical
problems.
Yeah, and I mean if you're gonna pay almost $100, like I would feel like I would expect to be able to look around.
Yeah.
Right.
At least for like a couple minutes.
Look, I've been to like the Museum of Fine Arts and stuff. I paid my ticket. I walked around all day.
Oh, you sound so fancy.
I love the museum.
I know you do. I've never been. Boo.
It's because I'm cultured.
What are you saying?
Anyways, so from about a month ago, Geeked leaves 1 star. Okay. Honestly, I loved everything, but the fact that our group had these two... These are not opinions of the shows. This is only opinions of the people leaving the review. And if it gets too off course, I will stop reading it.
Okay.
Honestly, I loved everything, but the fact that our group had these 2 transgenders that were picking on me and my sister, they were annoying and kept on bugging. I remember one of the workers kicking them out and talking to them outside, but they let them back in. Ruined my experience, will not be going back to be picked on. Staff should have kicked them out. We were all uncomfortable. It just depends. In this group, you go in to be honest. This is bad written. She had the audacity to look in my purse at the end. I also felt her hand get in my purse and grabbed my sister's arm, and we moved. What does it matter what these people identify as?
Thank you.
They're just people.
Why
did you have to point that out?
It could have been literally anyone.
I
mean, I get like maybe being bullied and like that's
fine. Yeah. You're
right.
you're probably bullied. I just don't see the point
Right.
in having to point out what they identify as. Like it doesn't matter. The two people, you could have just said two people were messing with me and my sister.
I can't.
I feel like there was a lot of there was some not good. Moving on. So Ernie, this is the last one we're going to do from here.
Okay.
I don't like where these are going.
I don't either.
1-star review from a month ago.
Okay.
We were so disappointed. We purchased the RIP package. It was 108 degrees outside. My buddy's father was with us. After 10 minutes, he couldn't see in there because it was too dark for him. Oh, okay. He said he would go back to the AC lobby and wait for us. We saw they had put back in the building in 108 heat with a bottle of water. They say there was no room for him in the lobby. Unacceptable. I don't even know what they're trying to say here.
I think they're saying they kicked him out, so he had to go be in the 108 degree heat because there wasn't any room for him in the air conditioned area.
He could have wrote it better. We were upset. All 5 of us left the show. By the way, it wasn't that good. Waste of money. We were all very dissatisfied. Big deal. Michael is a security guard. We will give you a T-shirt. Never offered our money back. Bad. Don't waste your money. Elder abuse.
Okay. Okay.
I don't even understand what just went on in that one, if I'm being honest. I have no idea. That one was very hard to follow.
First of all, if you're going to an attraction in Nevada, for one, it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot. It just is. It's Nevada. And
it's the desert.
If you go to Disney, do you think all the lines are in air conditioning? They absolutely are freaking not. Grew up in Florida, been to Disney.
I don't really even understand what he was trying to say though. That's my biggest problem.
I think they were trying to say that the elderly gentleman that may have been with them was hot, and it was like hot inside, but there was like an air conditioned area when you first come in, was my impression. And he wanted to go wait in there, but they said there's not enough room and made him go back into the heat. Okay. I don't know. Whatever. It's not your place, bruh.
Go do something else.
It's not your place.
All right. And for one last one, we're going to get off of Google and we're actually going to head over to Amazon. And we're going to be talking about the Ouija board, the Mystifying Oracle, which they swear it's the original.
Oh.
So
the original?
The original. And it looks like the OG.
All right.
It's the one you expect. And the first one comes from JD Artist. This is from October of this year. So this is just recently. This is a 5-star review. I don't believe in the paranormal. However, I needed this for our programming on the spiritualist movement. Spirit boards and Ouija brand boards have a long and interesting story, and it was so much fun to share that with people and get them involved in a hands-on demonstration. There were 3 tours and nothing from the first group, but the planchette did move for the second group, which made things all the more fun. The quality of this product is good. It looks like the one I used to have that I picked up in an antique store. It was from the late 1970s, so that vintage vibe works excellently. The more people, the better. Larger chance of someone messing with the planchette, which is that's
right.
That's my opinion of what's really happening.
Yeah.
These are literally just. This is the Ouija board this is the Ouija brand Ouija board.
Okay.
So it's like the Ouija board.
All right.
And this one's for my birthday.
Ooh.
October 2nd. Solid build, but off the top of my head, I think the arrow indicator could use some tweaking.
Okay.
It's a plastic planchette. It's plastic.
Okay.
What do you want them to do? It's like $15.
I can't.
I think it's $19 or something.
It needs some work.
Another review. Love this game. I like it.
Like it's Monopoly? What?
I guess.
All right.
Love it, though. Love it.
Love it. It's great.
Another one from August says, first time when I think this might be another country. First time when I keep my hand on it, I feel more energy. It doesn't move. Second time when I trying, then I'm scared, but later it started moving slowly. It's okay. Managed, they are good if you respected.
Okay.
Not real sure what they're trying to say. I think they're trying to say they like it and it worked.
Cool.
Now, Brienne in September says, obviously it doesn't work, but I wanted something to display with my horror-themed figures, and it looks great. Absolutely.
Fair.
That's what I want it for.
No.
We'll talk about it.
You can get a picture
No.
printed.
Nope. September, Marlowe said the title of this one is 1000% thumbs up.
1000%, buddy.
It's badass. Soon as ripped the plastic off, my dog started barking outside. I guess I take that for a thumbs up. Okay.
Oh, what?
And then we'll do this. We'll do this one last one.
Okay.
For the 5 stars. This is from Allie, and the title is Gets It Done, March 27, 2023. It's not fancy, but it is what it is. I like that the board is small enough to fit inside the box without the fold that you see on many game boards. That would have ruined the feel for sure. The planchette is cheap plastic, but I think it's fitting for the price and also for the camp appeal of an inexpensive, mass-produced board game that is supposed to put you in communication with the spirit world. There are no instructions or other. What kind of instructions do you need?
Right.
It's a Ouija board. There are no instructions or other material inside the box apart from the board and the planchette, unless you count the lightweight cardboard tray that keeps them in place.
Again,
it's a Ouija board.
It's a Ouija board.
I mean,
you get a board.
There's no everybody
and a planchette.
Everybody has a different opinion on how you're supposed to use it and the things you're supposed. Just look it up online. Everything the manufacturer wants to tell you about your new Ouija board is communicated on the outside of the box, and there's the instructions.
Great job.
The spine is a lot more Magic 8-Ball fun at tween sleepovers than open a portal to another dimension and summon supernatural entities. Still, I wasn't able to find any mention of the product on Hasbro's website. See what I mean? This is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
It simply wasn't there. Rubbing elbows with Scattergories and Peppa Pig Monopoly. Mind, this is the same site where they have Risk and something called the Lie Detector Adult Party Game for ages 16 plus. I noticed that the age recommendation on the Ouija board box is 8 plus, which sounds about right if they are hoping to spawn a Paranormal Activity reboot. Gameplay was pretty exciting. I set it up and played alone while I waited out an excruciatingly long antivirus update on my computer. In no time, I had a compelling message from beyond. PR. That's it. The third spin landing on a featureless blank area of the board.
Spin? I'm sorry, spin?
What
are you doing?
Probably just like throwing the planchette at the board. Encouraged, I kept playing. The wealth of insight and wisdom coming through the oracle was truly astounding. Evidenced by such proclamations as LT yes, Moon, and BR9 MQFHD4. Fresh off that towering success, next I tried to meet someone. I was hoping for H.P. Lovecraft, Aleister Crowley, or maybe even Sorrel Book, whatever. But instead I communicated with an entity I believed to be a manifestation of Ellen Burstyn, who's still alive. She had plenty to say about the back injury she suffered while filming The Exorcist.
Stop.
All in all, this has been a great game so far, and I wouldn't hesitate to trust its input while making important life decisions, like whether I should move to India, take up snorkeling, or try new sugar-free incarnation of my favorite citrus soda.
No sugar-free anything. I'll give you that free advice.
Man, I'll read the sugar-free gummy bears. That's the best comment section of all time.
I love reviews like that. I love it. Oh my God.
That's my kind of review.
I know.
That's the kind of review I leave.
I know.
I love that.
Oh my God, it was so good.
Now, somehow, in a board game with no directions and pretty much like, everybody knows how to use it.
Yeah.
There are still 1-star reviews.
Oh, man.
Which is unbelievable to me.
That was a good one.
Now, Ion, this is back in 2018, says, okay, me and my family are Baptists and we believe in God. But then why are you buying a Ouija board?
Not for you.
I'm the one kid of the family who doesn't listen to anyone and want to see things for myself.
Fair.
I still kind of don't believe in cardboard talking to ghosts, although my family would not allow me to keep it in the house. So I put it in my trunk. Kid you not, I have used this thing multiple times and it hasn't moved even an inch. But when I put it in my trunk, I wrecked my car 3 times in a row, which is weird because I've been driving for years as they were really dumb wrecks. First wreck, my brakes didn't stop the car when I mashed on them. Instead, the car went forward a little bit more before stopping and hitting another car. Second, I didn't see a speed bump in the road at night. To be fair, I do have problems seeing at night. Okay. And
Problem solved.
I went over it going 45, tearing up the oil pan. And the third and last one, I pulled out of a parking lot after my GPS lost signal, and it dropped to the floor right before I was hit from behind, causing me to hit another car. My car was totaled, but the other 2 got to drive home. I had to be picked up. This was 3 times back-to-back getting into my car. Got a new car and got rid of the board. Not even close to a wreck since. The only 3 wrecks I've had in my whole life. It sounds like you need some help driving. Like you need some driving lessons.
It sounds like you drive a piece of car and you live in a residential area that doesn't get good signals.
Yeah, it just sounds like you need driving class.
Yeah. Maybe retake that driver's ed.
And maybe some glasses.
Imagine that.
It
helps. It helps. I promise.
So, Michael, this is in 2024 in March. Refund or new wooden one, please. This is made out of canvas with a Ouija board sticker on the back. Yep, that's what it is.
Sure is. Good job.
It's literally it's.
Oh my God.
It's board game like. It's all. All right. Horrible. I've never written a product review. It's kind of that bad. It literally says on the box, it's sturdy wood board with original graphics. It might be like particle board under there. I don't know. And what I got is a piece of brown canvas with a Ouija board sticker on the back. Have you ever priced canvas? It's expensive.
It is expensive.
If it's canvas, you got a good deal. I'm just bummed because I was really looking forward to having this. I actually bought this exact Ouija board before, and it was perfect. Lost in Hurricane Ian.
Oh, bummer.
So just ordered a new one, and this is what I got. LOL, bummer. I'm hoping to get a refund or a new one that isn't a crappy piece of canvas, please. No. No.
Just no.
Dude, it's a Ouija board. What do people think they're getting?
I don't know.
This isn't a handcrafted Ouija board. You can tell from the front of the box. It's basically a Monopoly board with a different sticker on it.
Yep.
That's all it is.
And then it comes with a little plastic triangle with a little window on it.
That's right. It's your planchette. And it's
And
plastic.
it's not a glass window.
And it's crappy. That's what it is.
It's a Ouija board.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand why people always expect so much more. And we'll do one last one. This is from Kodiorama. That's all one word.
Okay.
The title of it is No Demon Summoning, ?
Question mark.
So sorry that I purchased this. I bought for a baseball tournament. What?
I'm sorry, what?
Okay.
For why?
I have no idea. My son and I, as well as one of his teammates and his father, thought it would be fun to use during the boring downtimes of the tournament.
Okay.
This is so weird. I decided to have some fun. I had never taken the board out of the Amazon box, so while they were at the swimming pool, I carefully opened the bottom of the box and set the board up in the closet, then resealed the box. Later, when we opened the box, there was no board and everyone was disappointed. I said I'd have to return it, file a complaint, etc. So my son's friend goes to the closet to get extra pillows, and there's the board on the floor. My son and his friend freak out, ask me if I did it. How did I do it? I wasn't even in the room, LOL. So after not wanting to have anything to do with it, they finally agreed to play, and we had some fun. We, the adults, moved the thing around, and made it seem as if we were talking to a demon. Lots of fun. Kids want to quit. We tell them we can't until the spirit agrees. And of course, he doesn't. They are so panicked. We are having a blast. However, what ruined it was that we asked the demon to show itself, and he didn't. Paid $20, can't even summon a demon. That sucks. 1 star. Sounds to me like you got your money's worth out of that thing.
100%. Oh, that was a good one. I love that.
So we went to Waverly. We popped into the museum, got asthma, and now we have tried to summon demons, but it's awfully hard on a piece of canvas and plastic.
Yeah.
So hey,
man,
hopefully this will help you with your Halloween stuff. And I like doing these; they're fun. I like seeing what people are putting out there on the internet.
Yes, the internet is a fun place sometimes.
The internet is a cesspool of people's opinions, is what it is.
It is.
But this is where we are going to end it, and I guess we will see you guys on the next one for Halloween. Halloween is going to be the next one.
I know. I'm so excited.
I'm not going to throw it all up on the screen, but also check us out on Facebook and Instagram.
Those places.
All those places.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Twitter.
X.
TikTok.
Well, Twitter and X are the same thing. It's not Twitter anymore. You can tell she doesn't have an account on there.
I don't. I never have.
TikTok, all of that. You know all the places. And don't forget to check us out. If you'd like to reach out to us, it's fortheboost12@gmail.com.
That's right.
And if you have suggestions or just want to say hi, send it in. Rate and review anywhere you might listen to this show. I don't know.
And if you'd love to join the ranks of our lovely Patreon people.
That's right. That's /forthebooze_podcast.
Absolutely.
And go ahead. I guess we're done. So,
well, thank you everybody for joining us for the good, the bad,
the reviews,
the entitled,
and the unfortunate.
Yeah, all those things. So thank you.
People
I had fun doing this.
So
I like this.
These people are depressing.
I know.
But we'll. I guess we'll see you guys on the next one.
See you later.
Bye.